Because once we do so, it means we'll be able to deal with this monster called unemployment. And I always say to the people of the Northwest and the people of this country, or unemployment in the Northwest is the highest. We are at 38%, Minister. And the expanded unemployment rate is at 43%. Expanded, you'll know, is when you include those who have decided to give. When you add them, in that number, it goes to 43%. Now, it can be. Well, all these things that you spoke about, Minister, they are in the Northwest. All the mines, over 70% of the mines in this country, they are here in the Northwest. Over 60% of agricultural production, whatever, you can talk about anything, is here in the Northwest. Tourism is in the Northwest and so on, but the Northwest is the poorest province in the whole country. It is not possible. It means there is something that is not right. We are the richest province to come in, welcome to first thing in West. So let's support each other. And Northwest in a province in which everybody will be proud of. And Northwest in a province in which, when I say it must be better than Dubai, because I think we are richer than Dubai as this province. So let us work together. And the government will always be on your side. We shall support you. I know that as a Northwest province, we don't have enough resources or we don't have enough money. Minister, by the way, our budget is just about 51 billion in the province. Because budget ya metro wa Gauteng fela e feta budget ya Northwest kgakala. Budget ya metro ya Gauteng. So with that 50 billion, we must try to address each and every challenge that we have in the province. That is why these private initiatives are very important. That is why the private sector must come on board. We must work together with the private sector. We must build this partnership to make sure our province become one of the best provinces in this country. So Bakaicho, I'm quite happy. I'm quite excited with this project. And we have seen something, some of us we have never seen before. I know the mayor of Ditsobotla has never seen such a thing before. So we are quite happy when we saw it. And it is in Ditsobotla. Now I'm happy how you spoke to the standing in mayor, Minister. Because this municipality is on the news for all the wrong reasons. This is supposed also to be one of the best municipalities in the Northwest province. But there are just too many challenges. It's a municipality that was under Section 139B more than 4 times. It's a municipality that is just from Section 139C. It was dissolved last year. It's a municipality that is having a lot of challenges. Construction mafias are concentrated in this area and in Mahikeng. Just now I was showing the mayor of Ngakamudir Molema that we are trying to fix roads in Mahikeng. They've stopped those projects. So you have those challenges. But I want to appeal to the people of the Northwest. These projects, they belong to us. What government brings, it belongs to you. Because more often than not, people think no project and so on. It is not true. Government ga ena masimu a madi. Madi e puso enang lone. Ke madi a lona, you pay tax. Tax eo ke one madi a rona re nang lone. So ka one madi a wa lona ao re tlisa ditirelo ko go lona. So it's your money, those projects are your projects. You must protect them. And you must be jealous. How to somebody you must be able to say, no, but this can't happen. On what basis? So let's work together and ensure we defeat this thing called the construction mafia, which is taking us 10 steps backward. So ke tshepa ho lona di farmera balimurui le tla berekisana le puso go retse Northwest ene province e re batlang, because re mle mmogo re ka dira go tlala seatla. Me fela really puso fela re ka se dire go tlala seatla. Thank you very much.
Arne rao payalo go fitlhela ke re helele. Gora re ne le sa tlameha opa ne ke itse go fitlhela ke re helele ke qadile ka helele. Re feitseng kaofela halala rona re ikopele matsogo halala. Acting Premier ke kopa go baakanya sengwe. AWOL is one of the stakeholders in the province within the cannabis program. And when you say I went AWOL, my supervisor, who is the HOD, thought I went to do something else. Now, please, man, ndate negesayako. A round of applause for honorable members that have talked to us indeed. Regile, today, Premier, I thought it was a Friday. When I saw you, I thought I'm on Friday already. So, colleagues, tomorrow is still work day. Today, ke Vrydag, ek as Khwari bitang Tuesday, maar ke Vrydag. Right? Ke tuntalroli today. We really thank you. I'm just coming to now do the announcements. And then after the announcements, I will then ask the executive mayor of Ngaka Mudiri Molema, Honorable Khumalo Molefe, to come and do the vote of thanks. And when he's done with the vote of thanks, today I've delegated. The honorable Jesus. Now, as we come to the end, there's only two announcements. Minister ifufaka muswa janong muswang ngone so this is what is going to happen, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of the Ministry of the Stomach or Food Security. The executive is going to be ushered to behind where there are chairs, the executive only, and then Runaba Tubotle, the other executive that is going with me, all of us, we will be ministered to stomachally. Ne. So as I hand to Executive Mayor Honorable Khumalo Molefe, when he's done, we will then sing the national anthem. When we are done, when the national anthem is done, Mausi Khato, kisi ibitwa 16 ne or enko, ki 16 or ki enko. O hukupilwe enko, so harfeta ka the what you call Pinas Chaba, then Mema Usutla Ashas Litabelita, the executive that is supposed to go that way, and then the other Ashas Litabelita Rona Lirisa Kwakir. You've been such a wonderful audience. Kikupaliko Pelematsoho, you have made my work so easy. As I usher Honorable Khumalo to come and let us thank him by clapping for him because he can't thank himself. You need the song.
Ke leboga thata fela moradisi fela kwa tsimologong ke dumedise mong wa mmu tota beng mmu kgosi sa tlholo wa Barolombo Rapulana ebile gape le modula stulo wa ntlo ya magosi bosetšhaba ke ene fela kgosi mo Afrika Borwa e kgonang go bitsa magosi otlhe mo nageng ya rona ka nako nngwe le nngwe ya kae aka ba tlhokang ka yona. Ra go leboga mong wa mmu ga o re tlile ke utlwile gore molemi fela ga re ka ke ra kgaoganya bolemi bogosi le bodula stulo ba bosetšhaba Ke lebogela mafoko a ga Rre Maloi ke tle go a dirisa kwa pele ga ke ntse ke tsweletse go mo thusa jaaka ke le mothusi wa gagwe. Mme ke leboge Kgosi Molete wa Bakolobeng ha o re tlile mo mmu re go dumedisa semmuso. I must put this disclaimer. I can't come late. It is not possible that I can come late to an occasion of this nature taking place in my district. It is just not done. I know that I tendered my apology in advance to the Premier, and I knew that it would not be read. So I just thought I must record that one. Minister Didiza, this confusion was created by my parents. Now my brothers are Tsepo, Pochiso, Diratsachai, Kitumetse, Bokhadi. It's only me who was given the name Kumalo. And I have spent, there are two names ID that I've protested unsuccessfully. I don't know how they entered there. That's the name Patrick. I found it in my ID. I've never used it. And the name Kumalo, because it has created a lot of confusion. I can speak isiZulu fluently because of the name given to me by my parents. When I got to the mines, the elderly at the mines could not understand why Kumalo can speak isiZulu, and therefore I was forced to learn. Fela ke mosimane wa Motswana wa Mokhatla ke modibana motente moleka ka ntshana go sena ntshana o tla le ka kaeng. I must say, having listened to the leadership speaking and having listened to Dr. Mfikwe, I can speak boldly and with authority to say the project to a non-sexist, non-racial, united and prosperous South Africa is on course. I speak with full confidence when I say this country is in the right direction and in the right hands. I have a reasonable apprehension to suspect that this technical glitch is pre-planned. But thank you very much, Program Director. If they have not told you, you are comedy yourself. You don't have to say anything. You know, just by standing here, you make us automatically and naturally smile. And we do that. Thank you very much for directing this program. I must say, Dr. Ubakeng, Mfikwe, and Linda, if we have to talk about patriotism, the love for your country, its principles, and what it stands for, this is patriotism. If we are to celebrate this freedom, it is not about blocking roads anymore. We need those kind of people in the past, not anymore. We need people who can go to school, who can capacitate themselves and defend this freedom this way. This is how freedom is defended. Thank you very much for being true patriots. I want to thank all government officials, starting with the Director General. By the way, when I started here in the Northwest, started working, I was appointed at the Department of Agriculture. And I was fired by a gentleman called Paul Mohotle, who is the Director General today. I haven't forgotten. He's sitting there somewhere. But that's what you must do when you are given an assignment to perform. Call people to order and enforce discipline. And thank you very much to the Director General, all heads of departments, all senior managers, managers officers, farmers up to the level of a cleaner. Thank you very much for being true South Africans. To members of the Portfolio Committee, I saw Honorable Molal, who was once a regional chairperson of NEHAU when I was a regional secretary of NEHAU at some point. I have seen you, Honorable Molal, and all other members of the portfolio that I have not seen. Councillor who's standing in for the mayor, my colleague, thank you very much for welcoming us. The MEC, thank you for your energy. Thank you for being natural and original and just being you and saying whatever you say, however you want it, to anyone and at any time. Thank you for being Desbomo. And thank you for leading this department with we must tell you while you are here, while you are still alive, we appreciate the passion at which you are driving this department. Premier Nono Maloi, I will not respond to any of the things that you have said. I just want to say thank you very much for being a leader that this province has been yearning for. For ever since you were given an opportunity to act as a premier, government is well-oiled, government is well-coordinated, well-marshaled, the center is holding. Yesterday we were a laughing stock, a mockery of our own selves. We were under Section 100. How can we forget? We were driven by gossip, jealousy, backwardness, empty and shallow divisions. Today, the center is holding. Other provinces are beginning to respect us. We have restored our sense of pride. We have cemented ourselves as part of South Africa. And that takes a lot of leadership. I don't know where you get the courage from to respond to Khosisa Thulo in the manner in which you did. I don't mind if you reject my position openly like that, but ka Setswana ha o ka ke ra o tla tjelwa kgomo ha o ka araba kgosi yalo. Jaanong ke go kopele tshwarelo kwa pele ka gore maloi o dumile ra tlhaloganya. Jaanong ra tlhaloganya kgosi ke mo kopela tshwarelo tona kgolo mo itshwarele mongwa me o na sa go ganetse. Ha go pe mo go rona o ka ganetsa lefoko la kgosi. Now before you accept the apology, Kgosi, I will explain what is it that Premier Maloi is disputing. The Deputy President was here. We were at Sun City that night and said, no, Maloi, we see what you are doing. We appreciate it. We like it. We want you to continue. And the minister comes here and says, no, Maloi, we see what you and your government is doing. This is what we want you to do in the 7th administration. And he comes here and he responds by saying, it doesn't matter what you are saying and how you say it, I am living, nonetheless I'm going to rest. Because that is his decision. He has taken a decision to go and rest. But we are a generation after him. It's his generation, the Tokodidizas, the Mbalolas, and then comes our generation. They taught us that in this movement, you don't choose what you have to be. The movement will at all material times tell you where you ought to be and what you ought to be. At no time would you be allowed to choose. Ki itumela gore moleletse gore ga e gope tona kgolo mene ke mo kopela tshwarelo mo go lona lebaka leo la gore ga e gope ka gore baagi ba bokone bophirima ga ba batle gore thuntsha lero le phatlalle a o e simolotseng a e tsweletsa e fetse fa feletseng gona ba bang ba tla tswella se re tlisetse mathata. Minister, thank you very much for reminding us where we come from, reminding us that this freedom did not come for free. Thank you very much for reminding us of various epochs of the struggle, and that this freedom was paid for by blood and sweat. How can we forget? To our farmers, keep up doing the good freedom fighting work. Because that which you are doing, which you call farming, is liberation. Because no nation can ever be free unless and until it owns the land, but until it works the land. So thank you very much for being true freedom fighters. Thank you very much. Minister Didiza, the Northwest of yesterday is not the same as the Northwest of today. The center is holding. Please tell the President, and we say it from the bottom of our heart. As I stand here, I stand as a provincial chairperson of Salga, and therefore I speak on behalf of all the municipalities in the Northwest when I say there is order, there is peace and stability, there is leadership. Northwest is back. Please convey our message to President Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa. Tell him that in the Northwest, he has dependable soldiers and allies. We are fully behind him, and we want him to continue. We are not confused. We are not sellouts. We will not abandon and sell out the revolution. Thank you very much. Minister, tell the President that we in the Northwest will never ban the South African flag. I repeat, please tell President Ramaphosa that we in the Northwest will never attempt, let alone ban, we will never attempt to ban the South African flag. We are two true patriots. We are true South Africans. We have not double packed. We have one ID, and that is the South African ID. Maybe others have other options. We don't. We are the children of Nelson Mandela, and we are proud. We are the children of Thabo Mbeki, and we are proud. We are the children of Kgalema Motlanthe, and we've got no regret. We are led by President Cyril Ramaphosa and one king. Now, in conclusion, Frederick Engels goes to a funeral of his friend, Karl Marx. And this is what he has to say, and I quote. And he says, "In the end, humankind must eat, drink, and have shelter before it pursues politics, religions, sports, and arts." Close quote. I repeat. In the end, humankind must eat, drink. Words for Karl Marx says, final words are for fools who never said enough when they are alive. Thank you very much. Jaanong bagaetsho ha re konosetsa puo ya rona re tle go re tswe ka maoto jaaka re le Batswana. Ha ke na dithata tsa go tswala kopano, mme ga re simolole ka pina ya bosetšhaba, ga re tswale ka yona, re simolola ka yona. Jaanong ha ke na dithata tsa go tswala kopano, lefoko la kgosi la agela mosako, ke tle go, ha ke na kgomo, ke na le dipudi di le 7 kgosi. Mente tle gore ke go emise gore nne wena bogolo o tswalang kopano e, ha o etswetse re tla rapela kgosi sa tlholo a remeng ka maoto borre ga le rwe le rolang kgosi wa ema. Rolang borra, please take off your hat if you are a man and you are sure you are a man. Thank you very much.
Ka lebogalo ka dula ha tseba gaetso. Tla ke tsena go ke dumedise Batswana ba re madume ha hele yana la go le motshegare re tla nna re dumedisa hela ha ke na go bua lobaka lo lele ka gore ke nna ke emeng magareng ga dijo tsa motshegare le lona. I think, Minister, we are just here to give appreciation, firstly for your presence, coming to our province, but also coming to our district and our local municipality. But here, as the Premier had said, and it's funny, Minister, because whenever I speak to you, Kastwana, you don't hear, but all the Setswana songs you've been singing. So I'm confused as to, is it you are avoiding speaking Setswana with me, or what is the problem? Okay, Raleboga Premier for Letsatsile, as the district mayor had said, remember when we had our first session in Naloena Kosan City, I said it's been a very long time. Northwest is in Arre. But through your leadership, we saw hore at least renale remo Northwest o eleng gore ha re na le dilelo re ka gollela go go ene ke sone se re tshwenyegang ha re utla gore no wena ha o sa tlhalo o bua ka gore ya no ra go ithuta papa o montšha ka gore dio tsa malatsing a go berekiwa ka di step father. So batla gore ha papa o montšha gape o se ra go simololang ra go mo ithuta. Re lebogile thata MEC, you have been with us for a very long time. But I agree, institutional memory is very important. So we wouldn't like to see that going away. Re lebogile thata to the department ya rona ya bo Rebogatšu, re dira sentle le bone. Tota ebile re goletse ha tlase ga bone rona ba bangwe. Re lebogela minister gore bo committee le gore le CP ya rona le one o tla e bona, because we okay the mayor wa Ditsobotla, mayor in your local municipality, Barlombo Rapulana owns about 17,000 hectares through Rebogatšu. So ra leboga Rebogatšu gore dira di land owner in this area, which is our ancestral land in any case. But le rona ya ka ke re ke tlile ya ka e farmer mo minister. I was invited by the extension officer and she told me that the qualifying criteria, you must have a minimum of 50 cattle. It means in that sense, I qualify for a second wife, Minister. Because I've got the capability to take care of, the Satlolo dynasty. So the minimum is there. So we encourage you, we encourage you to push government to do what is right. But one last thing, it's very important. The President of the Republic, I think at 2019 also, one of the weaknesses he really defined, the red tape. And if you listen to the technocrats, to get funding, eventually you have to jump through a whole lot of things. So one of the things as a take home, more government in African National Congress, or try and reduce the red tape, not only in agriculture, but in all the departments generally, because when you need to do something, even if you have money, because we do have farmers or entrepreneurs who do have the resources, but to actually get your papers right, you end up giving up. So, and one of those things in our province, Premier, as we work agro processing, ke go tsosa airport ya rona tswetswe. Re kopa hore le dire ka natla hore airport ya rona e boe, so that di nama tse go ting di tswele ko ntle tse re tla be re tla go di processor in this farm di direge. One last thing, se re se ratang thata Kgosi Molete ka farming ke gore farming it thusa bogosi, because a lot of time mo temothuong it's done through families. And rona re bogosi re rata go bona di family, re rata go bona borre bona le metsi ya bona. Other businesses tsa di tendera le tsa boeng, they are associated with very negative things, whereby puso e tla be nela batho di tendera and all of that. But the lifestyle does not represent what we want to see. But the difference with farming, or you see a lot of stability. That is why even in our country, farming families, there's a lot of stability in that. That is why and you can see how going into the future, it will be generations and generations. So Ralebuha Dr. Mfikwe for doing this with your family. Oscar Wadireka already tender government high ba sister. Ba dirisa madi a bile go re tseela basadi rona ba re senana. So re leboga thata ba gaetsho ra re lonelweng ke pula.
Hallelujah. Sound.